Yo, what's up guys? This is Felix. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you a gig app. This is the perfect work from home gig app. Now you do have to slightly run out and meet the client and then take the supplies back to your house. But I'm going to explain all of that in this video and how you can make anywhere from $500 per week up to about $2,000 per month.
All right, guys, now, quick commercial break. I just want to announce what I have for you guys in the description. So I have 4 different resources and I'm going to pull it up on my phone, exactly how you guys are going to see it. So number one, I have this medical courier course with medical courier apps list. Now, this medical courier course is sponsored by my good buddy Sean in town and his special guest instructor by the name of the Courier Chick. She's out there making upwards of 3,000 or more per week as a courier, and they hosted a live web class explaining how to break into the courier industry and the courier business. And you can pick this up by clicking that link down in the description. I also have three other resources for you. I have a medical courier list that doesn't include the course. I have a package and delivery apps or companies list, and I have catering apps and food delivery apps list. So go down in the description, click that link, pick these up, invest into yourself, invest into your business, invest into your growth. And without further ado, let's get back into the video.
So the name of this particular app or gig app or opportunity is a name by the company of Hampr. So basically, if you don't already understand what it is, you're basically going to be picking up, washing clothes, drying clothes, and then dropping them off. So what you're going to do is you're basically going to go to someone's office, house, or apartment location. You're going to pick up these loads of clothes. You're going to wash it, fold it, and deliver it, right? You don't have to, do anything more than that. So wash it, fold it, deliver it. I have a list of notes because I did a ton of research about this particular opportunity. So I'm going to literally be breaking this down A to Z. So if you guys see me looking over here, then that's why. So you're going to get a location. You're going to go there. You're going to pick it up. You're going to wash it. You're going to fold it, and you're going to deliver it. Now, let me tell you what you're not going to do, because, when I came across this information, a part of me kind of was like, do I want to be touching other people's clothes? That could be could kind of give you like an ick, right? So the first thing you're not going to be doing, you're not going to be doing any stain removal, right? So you don't need like any sort of sprays, you don't need any any cleaners, you don't need any of that stuff. There's no sorting, so you don't have to sort by colors. The customer is responsible for all that. So any types, any colors, any specifics that the customer wants, they're going to be 100% responsible for that. Like I said in the beginning, you're doing 3 things. You're washing, you're folding, and you're delivering it, right? The next thing is all you're going to be really doing is, like I said, picking up the clothes, putting them in your washer, washing them, and drying them. The next thing is there's no ironing, so you don't have to worry about ironing these. There's no hang dry, there's no air dry, and you don't have to worry about, because Hampr specifically states to its clients that you can't have blood, you can't have like gasoline, you can't have to the level of clothes that are like when you have clothes when you're like, can I get this clean? But at the same time, I could get it clean, but it could potentially damage my washer, or it could put some wear and tear on my washing machine. Well, you don't have to worry about, because we're not going to be responsible, or they're not going to be, offering their services or your service as a washer to wash clothes that have like any sort of like junk or gunk or any sort of blood or anything like that. Anything that could potentially, put wear and tear. Now, obviously, with each and every individual load, you're going to be putting a little bit of wear and tear. But the reason I like this compared to, possibly some, driving gigs is because the wear and tear on a washer is much slower versus a wear and tear on a car. Now, it all comes down to maintenance at the end, but we'll definitely go over that. So let's talk about the supplies needed. So first, you're going to need unscented free and clear detergent, and you're going to need 13-gallon unscented trash bags. My personal recommendation for both of that is go to something like Costco, Sam's Club, and just buy that stuff in bulk, right? So how do you qualify? So like I said, there are 20 different states or 20 different locations that they are currently hiring. They are expanding. They've expanded since year over year. So I assume in 2025, 2026, and eventually they will be nationwide. So you do have to be 18 plus, which is a really good sign, where other apps are 21 plus. You do need a driver's license. you do need to be able to pass a background check. You do need a reliable vehicle. So that's super important because they want you to be able to pick up the clothes, wash them, and then take them back. You have to be able to lift about 20 to 30 pounds. This is a really important one. They want a house that is non-smoking. So if you're a smoker and you smoke in your house and your house kind of has that scent, that could be a disqualification because that could kind of like leak into the clothes and they don't want that. You do need an iPhone with an iOS update of 10 or newer, and you need an Android with an update of 5.1 or newer. So I know about iPhone, I'm not too familiar with Android, but I'm sure if you have an iPhone or an Android, then you'll know what sort of update and what's your latest and newest software. You're also going to need a washer machine that can handle at least 4.2 cubic feet. Now let's talk about, once you actually qualify for this, how do you actually go up there and get to work? So the really cool thing that I like about this app, and I'm seeing a lot of these apps kind of transition to, is you're actually able to claim your orders, right? So you can actually, see what's on the app and what's available and claim them. And you could drive as far as you feel comfortable. You can kind of pick your zone and pick your radius as far as what feels comfortable for you. You can set a radius of 5 to 30 miles. And, once you start washing these and, really kind of going out there and building, and doing this, you can kind of build a client database because these specific clients that need their stuff washed, and I've done this, I hate doing laundry. It's one of the things I hate the most. So I have no problem paying someone to do my laundry, right? I've done it multiple times. But a client can actually make you a favorite or preferred client. And that's where you can kind of start building, like a client list once you start doing that. And then, so many things can spiral from there. They could actually, maybe they buy the supplies, or they can give you other services or other opportunities, or maybe they can refer you to their friends. So once you kind of build that client list, the window really opens up from there. So let's talk money. How much can you make? So they're going to pay you 70% of the standard market rate via direct deposit. So it's going to go right into your bank account, right? You're also going to earn fees for loads with less than 4 hampers, right? So if you pick up like 3 or 2 hampers, you're going to make some fees on that just because, if you're going to go out there and say, each hamper is for that specific area is $10 and you only pick up 2 hampers, you want it to kind of be worth it. But at the same time, I've seen, and with my research, the loads are typically going from $10 to $20 to $30 per load. And, 1 hamper is 1 load, but it really depends on your market location. And, that's that. So the market and the market location determines the price of each load. Now, they said strictly on their site that the average earnings is $500 weekly, right? They're literally stating that this is like the perfect side hustle. You're already doing laundry anyway. If you're watching this video, you're probably doing laundry. If you're doing them for your family, or maybe you have a family and you're already doing laundry, so you could just do this on the side and make an extra $400 or $500. Even if you're making half of that, right? You're making an extra $1,000 per month. That is something that could be sustainable. So the last thing I want to talk about is, wear and tear, right? Because, in the medical courier and the courier industry and niche and business, you have to think about wear and tear, and you have to think about operating expenses. Just like any business, every business has some sort of operating expenses that you have to pay for, like an overhead. So, when it comes to a car, you have to think gas, insurance, repairs, different things like that. I think, as far as a washer machine, you have to think about, detergent, bags, maybe a water bill that's increased per month, and then wear and tear on a washer machine. But in my opinion, I think, and especially if you could set the range, like say you set the range for 2-3 miles out, and it's right down the street, you pick it up, you have, excess detergent, and, you have a good washing machine. I think this is something that you might make a little bit less, but you're going to have a higher profit margin. One, because the overhead is less, and there's not so much upkeep maintenance. So that's the company there. It's called Hampr. Gives you the opportunity to make about $2,000 per month. I think this would be perfect for like somebody who's already, washing a bunch of clothes on a daily or weekly basis, and you're like, I have, some time where I could basically throw in a few loads when I'm not washing the people and the members in my family's clothes, and I could pick this up as a little side gig. So, like I said, 2,000 per month is totally doable. If you do the math on it, it's totally doable. But even if you cut it in half and do 1,000 per month, that is, totally doable for something that you could do 90% from home. So like I said, if you guys want access to that information down in the description, you want that medical courier course by my buddy Sean in town, you want that medical courier list, you want those catering apps and those food delivery apps and lists, and you want those package delivery apps and companies, check that link down in the description. And that's all I got for you guys today. So if you guys enjoyed the video, put a thumbs up on it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.